And now let's get ready for the first of our 3 featured bouts as David Tua, bronze medalist at the 1992 Olympics in the 201-pound weight class, comes into the ring. There's the record: 22 wins, no losses, 18 KOs, 8 first-round knockouts for the man who's a little bit of a look-alike for the early Mike Tyson, his 5-foot 10-inch swarming style. His opponent is precisely the opposite style, a tall, lanky boxer type. John Ruiz, 25 wins, 2 losses. One of them was to Donnell Nicholson, 17 KOs, and you can see that Ruiz has been getting better, knocking out 6 of his last 7 opponents.
We've seen very, very few heavyweights out of Puerto Rico. The last one was someone named Joe King Roman, George. You remember Joe King Roman, don't you?
I had a slight visit with him.
Yeah, it was a short visit.
Yeah, but
less than a round in Tokyo.
He was a bona fide contender, though. Puerto Rico, they can produce good heavyweights.
George took his heavyweight championship around the world, first to Tokyo, then to Caracas. Tail of the tape for Ruiz and Tua. And you'll see here the contrast in physical dimensions. Ruiz, who looks taller than the listed height of 6'2", and has a 9-inch reach advantage against Tua.
Here is our punch stat to give you an idea of how active these fighters are, and their styles dictate exactly the kind of fighters that you see in those numbers. Tua is the busier fighter. Ruiz, however, throws a tremendous number of jabs. I don't recall a heavyweight who threw that many jabs. I'm not even sure Ali did.
Rules of the bout with our unofficial ringside scorer, Harold Letterman.
The David Tua Johnny Ruiz fight is scheduled for 12 rounds. There is no standing 8 count, no 3 knockdown rule. Only the referee can stop the fight, and you cannot be saved by the bell in any round, including the last round. Jim.
All right, thank you, Harold. Let's go to ring announcer Michael Buffett for the pre-fight intros.
Gentlemen, by way of Bally's Park Place of Atlantic City, welcome to Atlantic City's Convention Hall, where tonight main events monitor in association with your undisputed, undefeated king of beers, Budweiser. This Bud's for you. Present an evening of professional boxing in the heavyweight division. This card tonight is dedicated to the memory of Dan Duva. All the bouts you see tonight are sanctioned by the New Jersey State Athletic Control Board, Boxing Commissioner Larry Hazard Sr., Chairman Jerry Gormley, board members Gary Shaw and Al Daniels, Deputy Commissioner John Greco. Our physicians at ringside are Dr. Frank B. Doggett, he's the chief physician. Attending physicians are Dr. Eric Wormser and Dr. Ronald Woods. The timekeepers tonight are Arthur Spell and Roosevelt Gilbert. This first bout is sanctioned by the World Boxing Council. Supervisor at ringside, Anibal Miramontes. The 3 judges scoring the contest will be Harold Lawrence, Barbara Perez, and Jack Woodruff. And when the bell rings, the man in charge of the action, your referee, Tony Perez. And now, ladies and gentlemen, 12 rounds of boxing for the WBC International Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black trimmed with white letters and weighing in at 225 pounds. He comes to us from Auckland, New Zealand, with a perfect record of 22-0, 18 KOs to his credit. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the undefeated challenger, David Tua.
Come on, this is good. Come on.
And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing white, trimmed with blue letters, and weighing in at 219 pounds. His record an outstanding one, 25 victories with 17 KOs, only 2 defeats. He comes to us tonight from Chelsea, Massachusetts. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the WBC International Heavyweight Champion, John the Quiet Man Ruiz.
Ruiz, you already given you the instruction in the dressing room. 2 things you must remember: obey my commands at all times, and most important, protect yourself at all times. Any questions? Shake hands. Good luck to both of you.
There's a lot of interest in Tua because he comes out of that fabulous school of of Marciano and Frazier and Tyson, that type of fighter, but he's going up against the best schooled of the young heavyweights out there. Ruiz, who is a stablemate, incidentally, of Lennox Lewis.
Hard left hand by Tua. Ruiz is rocked in the first 20 seconds of the bout. Down goes Ruiz. He takes a vicious left-hand shot on the way down, and it's unlikely he'll be getting up, and Tony Perez says enough.
Whoa! Well, Marciano, Frazier, and Tyson. Let me repeat that.
And Tua.
Well, I'm not ready to put Tua there yet, but that was sensational.
That was some performance, and
I mean, nobody has done that to Ruiz.
And I'm telling you, the shot that Ruiz took on the way down was dangerous looking.
Yes, it was.
So you can see now the medical attention that is being given to John Ruiz. And Ruiz is moving. And Tua, justifiably, is celebrating a knockout in less than 30 seconds. Maybe less than 20, I'm not really sure. Well, George?
Well, what happens when you get in with a shorter guy like that, you automatically underestimate the reach. He's able to get down and lean in. He's taller than you think, so he catches you on the end of those shots. That's what happened the first time. He got caught on the end of one of those left. I don't know if you want to call it a hook, but it was a left.
Yeah, Ruiz
call it a hooker cut.
Ruiz is in some distress here.
The last shot was just, the referee couldn't do anything about it. The action just got away from everybody.
Right, it came too quickly while he was on his way down.
Yeah, normally what happens when a fighter reflexively throws at a guy who's going down like that, they usually miss. Because after all, you're going after a moving target. Yeah. It just happened that Tua landed about as flush as you can land.
You have to have a lot of bravery as a referee.
He's getting up. You know, this show is being shown down in New Zealand, where it's 3 o'clock on Saturday afternoon, and I imagine there are a few people down there celebrating. There's the first left hook, and it's interesting what you said, George, about a fighter like this doesn't look as tall as he really is because of the way his body is built. People have a hard time believing, for example, that Mike Tyson is 5'11", yet we measured him one time, and when he's standing upright, indeed he is around 5'11". So he did underestimate his reach.
You think you stepped out of the range, but no, you have not.
Here's the punch that really did it, and that was a vicious, vicious punch.
And one more sickening look at the left-hand shot that caught Ruiz flush on the chin as he was going down, and we're just awfully happy that John Ruiz is up. Let's get the official particulars from Michael Buffer.
That's what we want to do. That's what we want to do.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 19 seconds of the very first round, referee Tony Perez waves off the 10 count and calls a halt to the bout. The title changes hands. The winner and new WBC International Heavyweight Champion, still undefeated, David Tua.
Well, George, what can you prove in 19 seconds?
Well, now he's establishing himself now as a left hooker. Every time he's out, you're going to scout him, and all the fighters watch out for that left hook. Now it's on him now. He'll never be able to escape it. But he's established just he has punching power.
No question. That is the weapon to watch. Let's go to Larry Merchant in the ring.
All right, congratulations, David. It was a very, very short night's work. Were you concerned that he would get into some kind of rhythm as a boxer and you had to get to him early, or did it just happen?
Well, first of all, thank God for giving me the strength and the courage, enables me to win the fight tonight. What can I say? I got lucky.
Well, not everybody can get that lucky, but you tell us what happened. Did you have a game plan? Was it to overpower the boxer?
Yes, you know, we've been working hard in the gym. You know, I give all the credits to my trainers, you know, for getting me in great shape. Yeah, we had a strategy in the change room coming to the fight tonight. It was just take the fight to him. And, you know, this one for Dan Duva.
Well, it was a good one. What do you feel you get out of a fight like this, except obviously creating a lot of excitement here and down in New Zealand as well, where a lot of your best friends, maybe hundreds of thousands of them, are watching this fight?
Yes, of course, you know, their support means a lot to me. I like to thank them for their support from day one. But, you know, I'm very excited. You know, I trained hard for this fight, even though it didn't go as long as 12 rounds. But I'm happy.
Let's see if we can roll up the knockout and for you to describe it to us. We were discussing at ringside. There it is. You tell us about it, David.
You know, my trainers told me to go in there, put the jab his chest, and as soon as I come in, when he throws the right hand, roll under and come over the left hook, and that's the first punch that hit him. And as soon as I got him, I just didn't get stopped.
From your, because you're built the way you are, is your size and reach underestimated by opponents?
Yes. Yes, I do. You know, because I'm so short and so small, you know, they underestimate me, and I love that. I really love it.
Well, I don't think they're going to underestimate you in the future. Let's talk to Lou Duva now. Lou, how far away is he from a major shot at a proven heavyweight?
Well, we'd like to fight Mike Tyson tomorrow. This kid can punch. This kid can punch. He does everything right. He learns. And physically he's good, mentally he's good, and he wants to fight. And he says, tonight, Lou, I'm going to prove to you that I can fight. We've been bringing him along slow. We've been teaching him. Like I say, we teach him in the gym, and he's doing a terrific job.
All right, but answer the question now. How far away is he from taking on a proven top heavyweight? We know you'd like to fight for the title.
How about fighting Shannon Briggs? We'll fight him tomorrow.
Well, that's not
him on HBO. The next fight.
That's not a proven top heavyweight.
Well, then you give me one. I'll fight. We'll fight him with anybody.
Let's say Tim Witherspoon.
No problem. We'll fight. I mean, we'll fight. There's a lot of guys you can fight out there. Right now, I think that level up on top has to get their act together. Who's going to fight who? But right now, this kid here is going to be one of the most promising young heavyweights in the business.
Thank you, Lou, for punctuating that short fight. And now back to you, Jim and George.
Well, obviously, Lou Duva doesn't worry about the fighter getting overconfident if he'll say things like that in front of David Tua. Let's use Tim Witherspoon as a measuring stick. He's good enough. Would you put him in against Tim Witherspoon?
Well, I think the most amazing feat was not the knockout, but this guy Ruiz getting up after that knockdown.
Yeah.
This guy has proven to everybody that he can punch now. Can he go up against guys with better strategy? I don't know yet.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. I mean, that's what Tua will be out to prove the next time he goes in against somebody, particularly if the next opponent is an experienced one on the order of a Witherspoon or some of the other more well-established fighters in the division. Meanwhile, George, we're going to take a look back now at a performance on the undercard.